Welcome to Bella's Bargains, where everything is from the Dollar Tree. And why? Because everything at the Dollar Tree is $1, people. $1. This is Effingham. My cow, he co-hosts with me sometimes. Hope you'll stick around and consider subscribing. When the crypt doors creak and the tombstones quake, spooks come out for a swinging wake. Happy haunts materialize and begin to vocalize. Grim grinning ghosts come out to socialize. Now don't close your eyes and don't try to hide, or a silly spook may sit by your side, shrouded in a daft disguise. They pretend to terrorize. Grim grinning ghosts come out to socialize. When the crypt door when the crypt doors creak and the tombstones quake, spooks come out for a swinging wake. Happy haunts materialize and begin to vocalize. Grim grinning ghosts come out to socialize. Anybody? I know some people that'll know what that song is from. When the crypt doors creak and the tombstones quake, spooks come out for a swinging wake. Happy haunts materialize and begin to vocalize. Grim grinning ghosts come out to socialize. All right, guys, welcome to Bella's Bargains. My name is Amy. Come on, somebody tell me where that song is from. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. But I sang it because, well, I guess you're going to know when I show you. But right now, before I say anything and show you what I created today, tell me what it is. Like, stop everything and type in there what that song is from. Okay, hi, guys. Did I say welcome to Bella's Bargains? My name is Amy, because if I didn't, I'm going to say it now. Hi, and hi, Bella's besties. How are you guys today? Happy Thursday. It's Theme Thursday today. Listen, if you have just landed on this channel, you landed on Theme Thursday. I do usually 5 uploads a week. If you look in the description box, it's going to tell you about every upload that I do, every upload that I do each week. But this channel is Dollar Tree, and only Dollar Tree. And why? Because everything at the Dollar Tree is $1, people. $1. $1. Holla for the dollar. Okay, I love Dollar Tree. So today, I start my official Halloween crafts, decors, pieces, Halloween stuff. So, I have like a lot of Halloween stuff. I don't think I'm actually going to get it all made this season. I just don't see how it's going to happen. All right, before I get into what I've made today, let me just tell you guys a few things. First of all, I'm so close to 1,000 subscribers. Oh my gosh. By the way, if you are new here, just consider subscribing. This channel is so much fun. We have a blast here. I think you're going to, at first you may not like me, then you're going to love me. That's normally how it goes. And story of my life. Story of my life. Anyway, and I sing in the beginning of every video. You should probably know that. And I do take requests. So if there's a song you would like me to sing, I don't promise to sing it well. I just promise I'll sing it. Okay, when I hit 1,000 subscribers, though, I'm going to give away a $50 Dollar Tree gift card. All right, so here's the thing. To win that $50 gift card, you have to just comment. And you should comment on every video from now on, because we don't know which one's going to take me over that 1,000-person hump. I cannot see out of these glasses right now. So what we have to do is whichever video takes me over that 1,000th subscriber, whichever video does that, I'm going to do a drawing from the comments from that video. So just comment on all of them, and whichever video takes me over, that's how I'm going to do that drawing. $50 gift card to where? Yes, to the Dollar Tree, of course. Oh my gosh. All right, also, at 1,000 subscribers, my guy comes on. Now, I have an idea of what to do with him. A couple of you said you wanted to know what the idea was. I'm not going to tell you. Instead, I'm going to ask you guys what you want me to have him do when he comes on. Better, don't you think? You guys should decide. You're the ones that have been waiting to meet him. So tell me what you would like on that first video. Like, I don't know. I'm not even going to give you any ideas. Just tell me what you're anticipating. What do you guys want to see when I introduce my guy officially? Let's see what else. Okay, subscriber challenge on this channel. I do a subscriber challenge, and that's where all of you out there can create. You can make a craft and share it with me, and then I share it with all of us. So this month, the subscriber challenge, the only thing is it's a pumpkin. So go to the Dollar Tree, grab a pumpkin. I don't care which pumpkin. I don't care how many pumpkins. Just do something pumpkin. And the only rule is that all of your supplies have to come from the Dollar Tree. Then what you're going to do is submit a photo to me via Facebook, and you go on Messenger. My Facebook page is in my description box. The link is there. And you send me a picture via Messenger by the last Saturday of the month, which I don't know what that date is because I forgot to look. So let's look right now. The last Saturday in September is Saturday, September 25th. I'm on the way to the gym, by the way, because I got to do something about all this. I only have 64 days till the wedding. So anyway, so I hope you'll consider doing the subscriber challenge because it's just really fun, because then I share I do a video of everybody's crafts, and it's like a lot of fun. I really, that's one of my favorite things that I do is that subscribers challenge. Okay, I think that's it. Let's go. Oh, wait, I got to shout somebody out. So, Tater, she's got a friend. Creative Tater has a friend, and her name is V. And Tater's been spending a lot of time with V, and V started watching my channel with her. So, hey, V, I'm glad to have you here watching. Thank you so much. And it looks like you have a really great friend in Tater there. So, congratulations. Good for you. But I just wanted to shout out V, because V's always sending me very nice compliments via Creative Tater. So thank you, V, very much. I do appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying the channel. All right, let's go. So today, the theme for today is wood signs, Dollar Tree wood signs. Oh my gosh, I just got paint everywhere. Dang it, Amy. You know why? Because I was finishing up my things and I forgot to rip off my page here and throw it in the trash. These are those new disposable palette things. They're amazing. So it's a, what do they call it? I'm going to tell you right now. It's a tear off palette. So you just, this is like wax. Oh, it's amazing. But I forgot to tear it off. So then I just got paint on something on my tree. Not the tree in the box. Like, why do you guys even want to know all this? All right. What I was going to show you was a wood sign. So this is a wood sign that is not yet done. All right. They come just like this. What I love about these cutouts is these borders on here. They're just really cool. All right. And you can sort of, you know, like this one is, on this one, like I'll probably put like big pearls on these sections. Like there's all kinds of fun stuff that you could do with these, right? I was planning on painting this one today for today's video. These take a long time, but probably because I put too much detail in, but that's me. So I'm gonna suggest that if any of you are gonna do any of these signs, keep it simple and maybe just even monochromatic it, or maybe just stain them like it's an actual wood cutout. But that's not how I do it. So this all started because I was going to do one that I made for my daughter, which will be the last one that I show you. I only did 3 because these take hours. So the first one is the Happy Halloween. Gosh, you know what I need though? How about this? Will this work? That's way better, right? Okay, so look at this, you guys. See that lettering in there? I gotta say, I mean, you could tell it says Happy Halloween, but I did a lot of shading. Look at on the side, on the trim on it and all that. Look at the green and the leaves. Okay, so I do a lot of shading. I don't just paint it one color and leave it, but you can. It's just me. I like to paint, and so once I get started, it's hard to stop. But what I want to say about this particular one, okay, like look at the border on this one. There's a pattern. We can tell what it is. Same with this one, right? But this one, I couldn't tell what the heck it was. Like when I was just looking at the wood around it, I always take a pencil and I finish lines. So for instance, like see the spider comes out into there and these come out into the round. So I draw with a pencil, I finish all the lines. So when I'm painting, I know where to paint. So on this outside rim, I'm like, what the heck is it? Finally, I decided that it looked kind of like it was lilies. I hope you guys can see that. I don't know. Does anybody have any idea? And look at this. This looks like a monkey or something out of Star Wars, right? So I painted those like they were leaves instead of ears. But doesn't that totally... Wait, let me put the paper behind it. Doesn't it look like a monkey face? Anyway, I don't know. So this is a strange pattern on the outside of this one. But I think it came out okay in the end. I did add this bow on it just to give it a little something on top. And it's cute. I mean, I like it, but I spent a lot of hours doing this shading in there. You see that? And then on the letters, I did the green Just sort of like an eerie Halloween. Okay, so this one I just painted. And I use a lot of markers because when I'm gonna outline, I use a lot of markers for outlining. It's so easy and it works really well. And you'll see that in the video of how I did all these. Okay, then there's this one. So that one I just painted and I threw up on one. This one, I three-dimensionalized the sign. I love this one. And you guys are gonna like this one too. Look at this. It's a spider. So I bought the big goofy spider that they had that had googly eyes on it. Remove the googly eyes, but I wanna show you guys. So this is the Chanel yarn. And in the video, I take Mod Podge and I throw silver sparkles in it and I paint the top of this yarn. Look at how cool that looks. And then I attached all of his legs, which are longer than the legs that are on the actual sign. Look, see the back of the sign? See how short the legs are? See how much longer they are? And I think it looks really cool. I love this, three-dimensionalizing it. I added some sparkles on the outside. So this is glitter, but this is the metallic sparkle pens that I just outlined on the purple there. So it adds just the hint. And also on the orange, can you see it? This light isn't showing it very well. There, sort of, right? Yeah. Anyway, I love this. It's just kind of cutesy, spooky, I guess is how I would describe it. But again, these took time. But what started today's whole thing, and why there's only 3, because I decided to do the wood signs, was because I started with this one, which I wanted to get done so I could mail it off to my daughter. And it is the one that looks like the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland. Grim grinning ghosts come out to socialize. Now do you know where it's from? If you've never been to Disney, you're not gonna know. But if you know Disneyland at all or Disney World, that is the Haunted Mansion song, which brings back so many memories. And my daughter, I've said it before on this channel, my daughter's bathroom, her guest bathroom, I guess, is Haunted Mansion. It sounds really weird, but it's actually really cool. And then last time I was there, I live in Iowa, I painted, she bought a stencil for the wallpaper from the Haunted Mansion. So I stenciled one whole wall in her bathroom. And I did one round mirror. I painted the ghost in it because there's these ghosts that hitchhike with you as you're leaving out of that ride. Anyway, so this looks like the Haunted Mansion. Here's the best part. And look at this detail. I love this. It looks so cool. I should why do I not have it in front of paper? Look at that, right? Okay, so I looked up a picture of the Haunted Mansion to make sure I got the colors right. And it's like an off-white and then like their wrought iron and stuff is green. There's shutters around it that were green. So hence I did the windows. Now, here's what I'm gonna say, you guys. And then I added these little stickers. Well, first of all, I sent her a picture and I was like, hey, what is this? Or, hey, what do you think? She goes, she answered back, said, it looks like the Haunted Mansion. I said, good. I just want to know if you saw it that way because I made it for you and I'm sending it to you. So that's good. Like, it totally looked like that to her. Here's the thing. I want you to take notes. See around the door and the windows? These come like this. I'm going to show you this one. They come, with just the cutout. But it made such a difference to outline those windows and to give it a trim. I mean, it's huge, right? Keep trying to hold the paper. It makes a huge difference. So, I mean, if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna do one of these, might I suggest that you outline things and you define some of the things because it really made a huge difference. This is my absolute favorite. I think I say in the video in my talk over, I'm like, I kind of sad to give it away because I really like it. But I'm so glad it's going to her. I made it for her, so I know she's gonna love it. And it just came out so good. All right, now this is what I'm talking about. See the pattern on this one? You could totally tell that it was scrolls. And on this one, I'm like, what is that? I don't know. So just on some of these, it's pretty obvious. And look, see, I just colored in the parts that I thought would go into it, right? I drew those all out and then did it. I know you guys are gonna love this one. I love this one. I think it's so cool. I added stickers and I even painted the moon on the owl there. So, okay. It just came out really cute. I did have a bench and I had this bench sticker on there and it was kind of cute, but I felt like it covered up too much of the house. So I took it off. I don't know. What do you guys think? Bench or no bench? Bench or no bench? I'm not sure. Well, that's over too far. So we know not that. It's got glue strings. I stuck it on my hot glue tray thing. Now it has glue strings all over it. But anyway, I don't know. Bench or no bench? You guys decide. Okay, so anyway, that's this one. I love it. That's it, you guys. That's all I made for you today, but it's a pretty long video because it took a lot of time and I sped it up 20 times speed. But I did want you guys to see the process of how I painted it in case you want to do something like this. The other thing that I would say is on the Happy Halloween, it's great when it's, you know, behind something. So you just have to make sure that you're hanging it on a wall and not something patterned. If it's going on something patterned, you have to monochromate it better. Look at that. Look at how cool he looks. Ah, I do like the spider. And I will probably give the spider away to my other daughter who's arachnophobic. She screams bloody murder if she sees a spider. So, of course, I always send her. I gave her kids a remote control spider for Christmas. Was that last year? I don't know. Anyway, because I just think it's funny. It's mean, kind of fun. I mean, I love her to death. She's going to be my maid of honor. I love her. Anyway, okay, guys. That's it. Enjoy the video. Enjoy watching how these were done. Please tell me which one's your favorite. If you're still here right now, give me a spider. And at the end, please tell me which one was your favorite. I'm going to guess this guy's going to win, although I think they're all really cool. I hope you guys like them, and I'm going to definitely do some more, but these are very time-consuming, so I'm sorry that there's only 3 crafts today, but it's because they're so time-consuming. Maybe I should do my thumbnail like this, like, or, okay. All right, guys, enjoy the video. Have a great day, great week, a great life, and as always, from your singing crafty crafter, happy hunting at your local Dollar Tree. I'm going to see you back here tomorrow for Foodie Friday. And right now, I'm running off to the gym. I got to go throw the hair up on a pony, go to the gym, and try and burn some of those calories off that I eat on Foodie Fridays. Okay, guys, enjoy the video. Thanks for watching. Let's let the spookin' begin. Here is the array of Halloween stuff I have. And this is with it piled on top of each other. Look at all those stickers. All right, so today is the day I start making Halloween. Boji, what do you think? Oh, black cat, it's coming and running. Friday, leave Boji. You guys, we're gonna start Halloween. That's the container that I took the Halloween stuff out of, and so Boji wants to jump in so bad. He's going to, at any moment. If we see, he's checking it out. He'll be in there before too long. If it's empty and it's boxed, squared, he gets in it. Actually, even round ones. He'll get in anything. There he goes. Is he gonna do it? Let's watch. He's probably not gonna do it because I'm watching him. Can't believe he's not in there yet. Oh, and there he goes. Up on top of the couch. Are we comfy now, boy? Both cleaning themselves. Okay, back to Halloween. This is it, you guys. Look at all that stuff. Ah! So there it is, and I'm gonna start doing this now. I think today I'm gonna start with wood signs, like this pile here, maybe. I have a lot of them, and I'm gonna get going on those today. I think I'm gonna start by painting some signs. All right, happy Halloween. Let's get started. This wood cutout has, I couldn't really make out a pattern on the outside thing, so I just kept staring at it and staring at it and staring at it. And finally, I sort of saw lilies. But I always take my pencil and finish the lines so that when I'm painting, it's easier. Like I can see where the line is. The top of this, I think, looks like a monkey with a beard face. There's even ears. I just didn't know where to take the whole outside part of it. Anyway, so I started painting, and I went right for the easy first, which is you're just going to paint the spiders and the bats black. Super easy, didn't even do the highlighting. Somehow I didn't film me painting the vines, but that was just a dark green and a lime green, and I don't do an intense mixing. I sort of leave both colors out there. You can sort of see it in the film here on the piece of paper there. And that's how I get that shadowing or shading like that. Then I went with the purple on the letters. Here's the thing. These letters are so close together that you have to define them somehow. And so took like black and added it to the purple so I could get some dark on it, just to try and darken the edges a little bit. And then define the separation of the letters. Like right there, I'm separating the top from the bottom, and on the bottom of the letters, and just trying to give them some dark shadow there so that the letters could be seen. It's hard to tell because I'm doing this on top of a pattern on my counter here, but when you put something solid colored behind it, it was a lot easier. Then I took lime green, and I'm shadowing as if the light is coming from one side. That's the best way to describe it. So just one side of every letter. I mean, you notice how suddenly those letters are starting to pop out. And then I do that on the top as well, on the happy part of it. And I just kept shadowing these letters just to try and make them pop so you could read the Happy Halloween. And then I started to go on to the outside, the border of the whole thing. So can you see here, I see it like lilies, and those are like the center part of the lily. That's the only thing I could come up with as I was staring at this. And so I just started with the red. Anyone wanted the center of the floral to be red. And then I did a pink and red mix of color to start filling in the part that I saw as like flower part. So I do a lot of layering of my paint colors because nothing really is a solid color, right? I mean, even the bats and the spiders that I painted black, like I could have put some shadowing in there, but everything has different levels of color on it and different colors in it. So I start layering. So I went with this pink and red mix, and I just added some more red in here for this part. So I just went with the pink and red mix, and then I just start layering everything. Like I got out some different colors and just started highlighting. Okay, in the round parts here, this was a brown with a little bit of the pinkish red stuff in it. So almost a burgundy color. I didn't want to use just straight browns. I was really trying to take this outside trim and make it all cohesive, so within the same family color, you know what I mean. And then just the four little things that I thought looked like leaves. I put leaves on, I painted those green. I always use markers for highlighting and adding stuff in. Now this is, I think, the metallic marker. I'm throwing the white on here. And I don't leave it. I'm going to go back in and cover that up, which I do here. And this added just more depth in the coloration there. Then I took the purple marker and just outlined all of the letters. Again, I'm trying to make those pop. I kept going back to them. I'd let them dry and then go back to them. But on the outside, I took so many different things, lots of markers, and did lots of outlining and stuff to make things pop more. And then on that's metallic marker there, but I just didn't like the way it looked, so I ended up painting over that part in the middle there. It just stood out too much. But on the other parts, it was a great highlight. Then I took the marker and just really colored in the burgundy brownish area. So by having paint down there first and then doing this, it adheres. Otherwise, it soaks into the wood pretty good when you use a marker on these wood. Then I went back and painted that back to the pinkish color of the florals. And now I'm just really trying to highlight everything. So I'm going in and adding some depth just by outlining and accentuating certain parts on the flower, like where the center of the lily, as I saw it, came in. And that's it. This is just personal choice. You guys, you could paint the whole outside rim just a solid color, black, and do the rest of it, you know, colored differently. I just wanted to have some fun and give this a different look than the other pieces that I did today. And I'm still just keep adding in highlights. And it's all layering. I layer so much when I paint, but that's how I think you get the end result that I was after here. And now you're really seeing that center part of the flower start to pop out. And you can sort of see why I saw it as a lily. I hope, anyway. That's what I was going for.
And in the end, I think it looks pretty cool. It's not just painted solid. There's obviously some intentional depth put into this piece, and that's what I was after. So I hope you guys like it.
All right, so now I'm gonna do this wooden plaque that has the spider on it. I'm gonna incorporate some of this, the Just Chanel, because I think this is gonna make really cool spider web. So I'm gonna like put that on the spider web part. And then some paints. And I think I'm looking at like purple and maybe green and orange, and I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna play with those colors. Just I'm gonna give it a vibrant frame with, you know, the black spider. And I'm gonna deconstruct Mr. Spider here. I'm not leaving him this sparkly stuff. I don't think I like that. So, but I don't know what I would wrap him with instead. Unless I did him in twine and then covered him, and I don't know, I think maybe I'll just leave him. But I am going to remove his eyes. I can't stand these eyes. I just don't like them. So, oh, I just would really love to take this off him, but I'm afraid of what's underneath. It must be a black frame because I don't see anything else. Oh, I think I'm going to leave him. I'm just going to leave him. I'm worried about what'll happen if I take him apart. Okay, but well, enough about that. Let's get going.
This one was fun to do. I really like the three-dimensionalizing of this sign. So again, what do? I go through and finish all the lines with a pencil so I can see what I'm doing. And I went with this sort of whimsical green, purple, and orange on the outside frame. With these acrylics, you probably need to do more than one coat of paint depending upon how vibrant you want your color. I was looking for pretty vibrant. So I then went in and painted the entire spider, and I wanted him to dry before I started constructing on top of him. So just black, because I knew, you know, that I was going to put a black spider on top of it, so I tried to make them the same color as what was going on top. And I'm just painting the outside rim of this spider so that it's completely black, like the sides of the cutout of just the spider, and I'm painting the black. And then once I get that done, I think I went in and painted the spider web next, or the outside, maybe finished painting the outside rim. So I'm going back over with the green, like I said, a couple of coats to get it the vibrant color that you want it to be. Then I went to the purple. Purple is so dark. I love this purple. I think it's amazing. And I just, you know, followed it. You can see. And like I said, I drew those lines on the arches so I would know where to paint. And I would suggest that with all of these, is to complete the lines so you know what you're doing. And then I did a second coat, which I love this green and that purple together. And then I think I go to the orange and paint the orange next, which is just the very outside of it. So after I got done with this too, like I was trying to figure out whatever, I ended up adding glitter, and I'm glad I did because it sort of tied in that glittery spider body. Now I'm painting the spider web the gray because I'm going to put that Chanel yarn on top of it, and so this way the base of it, what I'm going on top of, is the gray, so it's all going to blend in. Now I could have left it just like this, it looks kind of cool, but I wanted to do a little bit more to it. So I decided to take Mod Podge and paint on top of first the green and add some green glitter. I used 2 pieces of paper so I could reuse what fell off. And then I would switch papers and pour it back on there. Just didn't want to waste glitter. Good glitter. You can't go wrong with a good glitter. Don't want to waste it. So I think after I did the green, then I went and started to put the yarn on. No. I took a metallic, it's a metallic purple marker. And so it worked great because it just gave a hint of the sparkly on the purple and then also on the orange. So I used the metallic sparkle markers on those two. I loved how this came out. Then I just started gluing the Chanel yarn down. And there's no right or wrong way to do this. I was just trying to get it on there. So just glued it down. You don't need a whole bunch of glue, obviously. And just filled in all of those web lines. Actually, I really loved how this looked, but then I had to add something else to it. So after I get that all on there, I started messing with the spider. Okay, now I could have just glued the spider on there, but the legs didn't match. So I started cutting off the legs. I used a cement glue and hot glue to hold them in place while they dried. And I think this came out so cool. And actually the legs end up a little bit longer than they were on the actual cutout, which makes it look even better. And then I glued the body of the spider down. And then I took Mod Podge, I added silver glitter, and then painted the top of the Chanel so it would give it that glistening like spider web effect. It came out so cool. I love this.
All right, this is the cutout from Dollar Tree. That's like the spooky house. I think this looks like the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland or Disney World, whichever one. And my daughter has a bathroom decorated that. So I'm going to paint this to send off to her. So I have an array of paints and paint brushes and my new tear-off palette from Crafters Square, which I'm excited to use, which has like pieces of wax paper so you can do all your painting stuff. Then rip this off and easy peasy cleanup. I also have like a ton of markers over here and some glitter because I'm not really sure what I'm going to put on here yet. But I'm going to start with the pencil because one of the things that I know that I want to do is complete the drawings. So for instance, this one here, it's like I want to complete the bat. Can you see how I'm doing this? I'm completing the bat. And the reason is because I'm actually going to paint this finishing these lines. So I'm going to finish the bats. And then on the windows, I'm going to actually paint the windows as windows. So I'm going to do this to give me a guide for when I'm painting. So I'm going to do that first, and then we'll go from there.
So just continue to draw out everything on this so that I had outlines like on all the windows, and then I went to the scroll on this outside design. I love this one. I think it's so pretty. I just love all the scrollies on it. And I wanted to make it look like it was wood. So I just start by painting it with a brown, just a straight brown. And you can see the inside circle, I'm painting as if the outer thing is coming into that inside circle. You could do the opposite and just complete the circle and then paint out, but I really like this look. And again, remember I did that with the pencil so I would know where to paint prior to starting my painting. And I love the finished product in this. I think is so cool. My daughter's gonna love it. I already sent her a picture. So, but this could be done in so many ways because I could have used stain on this as well and then done some highlighting, but I was really going for paint on everything. All right, so first I started like I was going to make the bats kind of gray, and I used a marker sort of to outline the outside. In the end, I painted them in. I just didn't kind of like the gray, but that is one option of how you could do that, just FYI. So then I took yellow, white, and the brown to give me a different, almost a mustard brown for the inside circle of the frame. And see how that's such a nice contrast? I mean, I really like this. Like it was a dark wood and the light wood was sort of the idea. Now I mixed up my colors and sort of muted this inside one because I think it's more eerie because it was sort of a yellowish brown. I don't know why. That was just what I thought. I thought it made it look more eerie. And then I'm just going to go through and start painting the house. So the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland is sort of an off-white cream color. So that's what I'm mixing up there. I just took some white and added some of our concocted color there that was for the outside rim. And again, because then it ties in all your colors, because the color base is the same, if that makes sense, you guys. And then I started painting the roof, so I just went in with a dark sort of gray on the roofs. And then around the houses, I did this green, because the Haunted Mansion in Disneyland has green wrought iron and shutters on the windows and stuff like that. So I'm following suit with what the color palette is for the actual Haunted Mansion in Disneyland. And then after I get all these things painted, look at how this house starts to come alive. Like it just transforms it. And I would suggest this to anybody that's painting any of these houses, is to outline your windows and give it a trim color. So then I just sort of wanted to get like a cement color on the front stairs there, and I'm just using like white and gray, and I think I threw a little tiny bit of brown in at different times, and just shadowing. And shadowing, you guys, I can't tell you really how to do it, but I suppose one way that you can do it is if you shined a flashlight on an item, it would be lighter on the side where the flashlight was and darker on the side farthest away from the flashlight. So that's kind of how I do things, or how I think about it when I'm doing it. Now on the windows, I figure there's light coming from inside too, so I'm giving a little highlight around the openings of the windows. And now I'm just going through and adding touches to this just to make it look how I want it to look. This took many hours, by the way. This isn't painting for the faint at heart. This is, you decide to do it, you're committed for the long term. Now notice, I'm putting dark to what would be my right side, the right of this. And that's because I'm highlighting it, so like the light is coming from the other side. And then see how I'm adding light on that side? Do you guys see how that changes it drastically? So the left side was where the light was coming from, and the right side was the shadow side of the house. And this is where I painted the bats. I went and made them the dark paint, because they felt like they weren't visible at that point. And now I'm taking a brown marker and just adding in all these highlights, like where there would be carvings in the wood, right? If this was a three-dimensionalized carved wood, that's how I did it. So it would be the inlays would be the darker part, and I just look at how that marker just transformed the outside of that. I mean, it's amazing. And then I did trace the rim of the inside circle. And again, I'm just going in here and adding little tiny highlights. Very just these, I think I'm using black, like a blackish gray, and again just to pop that even more, and it works brilliantly. I mean, just look at that. As soon as I add all that in, look at how everything pops. And that was just like taking little brush with a little bit of blackish gray paint on it and sort of outlining. Whenever you outline something, it absolutely pops. I love this piece. I'm sad that I'm giving it away, but I know she's absolutely going to cherish it. So it's fun also to, give away the stuff that I create. Anyway, all right, so now I'm going to go back and add more color into the house. So I took purple because like a midnight skyish color, right? Just adding some purple into that to give it just a little bit more depth. And then this sign said Hocus Pocus, or this little sticker, and I wanted it to say Haunted Mansion. So I painted it, I darkened it all in so I could paint Haunted Mansion on there. Then I took this little tiny copper sticker thing and I cut it down so that it was small for the door handle. I played with the bench and the street lamp, and then I put a cat, and then I put an owl with a moon, and I painted the moon so it would stick out. Another bat, some little moths. Then I went to try and make this say Haunted Mansion. It didn't work. So I ended up wiping it off, just highlighting back the Hocus Pocus and putting it up there on top. In the end, I removed that bench, just FYI, and I moved the street lamp over a little bit, as you can see in the picture. But you could go either way. And that was just a little spider web on the very top window there. I think this is cute. So I could have left the bench. You know, it's personal choice. I ended up taking it off and moving that street lamp over so that you could tell that it was a street lamp more. Anyway, I love this piece. I hope you guys like it too.